made a decision last night that I would die for it. Just to show the city what it takes to be alive for it.
So everyone, we are flying private for the very first time. Impromptu. We were in Ibiza. We were going to fly back to Amsterdam tonight, and Anastasia passed her exams, highest level of education in the Netherlands, complete. And we were like, okay, let's celebrate. And I text Adrian, who's our concierge for A players, because it's all about who you know. It's exposure. You don't get this yet, and all the rich people get it, but you don't understand until you understand. It's that it's exposure and it's who you know. So hit up our concierge guy that we partnered with, that all our members get free access to, and was like, hey bro, how much is a private jet from Ibiza to Malaga? He sent me an empty leg price. I'm not even going to say the price. It was ridiculous, like just an insane deal. And we were like, let's take it. So we are now flying to Marbella, meet all the boys, go out, have some fun, and celebrate a little bit. And private jet experience, 21, 18, it's surreal. So yeah, let's enjoy. So no security, no check-in, bags taken at the door. I changed clothes, by the way, because I just prefer it to be
cool, swaggy, bossy.
Dark. I love dark clothes.
Yeah, Luis, let's go.
Where are we going?
We're going to Malaga, I think.
Oh yes. Thank you.
Flight time is 1 hour and 50. The weather is very good.
Okay, great. Thank you, sir.
Enjoy the flight.
Thank you. Let's go. This is our first time flying private, brother.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
You have to enjoy that.
Yeah. Gonna.
I will invite some champagne for you.
Hey, champagne. Let's go. Thank you, brother.
In this life I gotta get rich, I can't be broke. I was asking favors and everyone telling me no. Wait till the tables turn, we'll see who stays or goes. I don't wanna be outside, I need someone that can keep.
Here's the woman who born me.
She's beautiful.
Oh, stop, so good.
I'll give you a call later. We're just taking off.
Yeah.
Is that there or not?
No, he's not. No, he's in the store.
Yeah, I'll call him. All right, in a bit. Love you. Bye bye.
Yeah, so safe travels.
Bye bye. Love you. Oh, this is craziness. Damn. Okay, team. So it's an hour 15 flight. This is a 4-person jet. First private jet we've ever been on, and yeah, it's just what a feeling. It's just insane. It's like a small jet, so I don't know how stable it's gonna be. But this is an experience that, to be honest, like I would have never guessed was possible a couple of years ago. Like flying private, I didn't even hear about it until recently. And so yeah, we are blessed. Thank you very much, sir.
2 minutes we are taking off.
Amazing. So how do you feel? Scared. Yeah, it is scary because it's a small thing, isn't it? It's
Just
Try it.
And there is also, if you want more,
How about?
there's some catering, so
Yeah.
in the middle of the seats.
oh cool. Okay.
Thank you so much.
Let's bust it open. So we're going to do a Q&A, and first of all, I'll pop a bottle of champagne.
Yes, passed.
Yeah,
I passed my exams today.
she passed her
My
exams
school.
today.
I graduated.
Wait.
3rd degree in the pocket. Woo!
We all went for it.
A little bit more. Yeah, that's good.
Okay, so it's Q&A time with my lovely girlfriend. And so first of all, we will start off with how we met, just to give you context.
Yeah.
So I'll tell my side of the story, then you can tell yours.
Yeah.
So I used to work for Iman Ghazi.
Yeah.
Those who do know will know I did sales for Iman. Those who don't know, now you know. I started at the end of 2022, beginning of 2023, and finished up there last March to run my own business, which I run now, and is funding this amazing experience. And
True.
at that time, I was always open to relationship. Like I was always open to love. I'm a lover. Like I want to find my future wife young. God bless. And so I was always open, and I always wanted to attract it. And so I started taking certain actions and self-discipline to attract a girl. You know, I didn't like, in my head it was like, I want a Christian girl who's God-led, like has a good parenting and wants to support my thing / do her own thing, like is driven, you know, ambitious.
Yeah.
And then and then you can tell the rest of the story because that's where you come in.
So like I was looking into Imangazzi since I was like 14, around that age. And I was just so super interested in about what those people were doing because like I saw them like doing these cars and private jets and like now, you know what, I was like so super interested in that. And so I was like, there must be something else out there that I don't know that they so know. And so what I did, I was kind of like stalking that Imangazzi guy and what he was doing, and I was looking into buying Educate, his program to start your own agency, etc. And one day Imangazzi posted a story on his Instagram with like, join this group chat if you're interested in Educate or want to know more about that. So obviously I joined that. There was 5 admins and one of them was James. I scrolled through all the profiles because I was just so curious about who these people were, what they were doing. And then I chose James from the 5 admins and showed him a message like,
Why?
hey, because you are the most good looking.
There we go.
But yeah, I chose him and I texted him like, hey, am I in the right group chat, etc. And he goes like, yeah, you're in the right group chat. This is Educate, yada yada. And he started following me on Instagram right after. I followed him back. And then we talked for like a year, I think. We talked, we didn't meet each other, we just talked, DM'd. And then after a year, he goes like, I'm actually kind of down to meet you. And he flew over to my country, to the Netherlands, to meet me. And then he flew over again. And then I was already basically his girlfriend.
Yeah, I met her my girlfriend the second time I met her. So I think when you know, and I trust my gut intuition, and my intuition has led me to where I am today, and I trust it heavily. And what I want to say is, this leads us into the conversation of the Q&A that we're going to go into. But in a person, you shouldn't focus on the little annoying things like that aren't their core. So Anastasia's core, she is God-fearing, strong woman.
Thank you.
Independent in the way that you think, which I like that. Most women are like, I don't want an independent woman. I want an independent woman that thinks for herself. And it isn't like, so there's a certain, like COVID-19, for example, like she didn't blink at that shit, like, you know what I mean? And like, you know, when Trump and Biden stuff comes up, like she wants to listen, she understands everything, she, you know, and I was like, that's the core that can't be moved. Like the core is the core beliefs and who they are as a person, right? There might be some times when either I or she does something that you don't love, but I always think to myself, is the core thing that I love about her that will stay with her forever? Little annoying things or things that we need to grow or work on, they will change. And so we spend a lot of time and energy working on each other, like so much. Like we've grown so much in our, like
That's really true.
We look, at the end of the day, let's be honest, like our relationship is not perfect. Like we had arguments, you had to work through, we were up to like 5 a.m. at night shouting at each other, like trying to figure things out. And we don't have it right ever, but we know who each other is at the heart and the core. And I think that's so important. People need to find that person and not give up, because we had so many reasons to give up on each other so many times.
Yeah, too much.
And we chose to love each other. And you know, like we're here now, she just finished her exam, she's 3 degrees, and she's a smart girl. And you know, we're going to Marbella right now on a private jet to meet some of my friends and celebrate her graduation, etc. We're blessed. And so we wanted to hop on here and kind of showcase to you that in the online space, on Instagram, TikTok, etc., it always says like, fuck these hoes. Like if she gives you any sort of kickback at all, like get rid of her. And you know, we kind of need to debunk that sort of stuff, because it's not reality. Like you need to work on relationships, and they take time, they take energy, they take a lot of work. And if you're willing to put in that work and you're willing to, I know business is there, business is always going to be there. It's a long game in business, you have to understand that. And when I realized that business is a 10-year game, that allowed me to say like, okay, I do have time in my day to put into a relationship, and I'd rather have less money
and be 30 years of age and have decent money but a great wife that I love and respect than all the money, like 5-10x the wealth, but no one's share with. And so that's my like way of happiness, and that's what we align on as well. Like we want to have a family, we want to have kids, and that's like super important things that you know we align on. And we want to kind of showcase to the world, because in the end of the day, to be honest, if we had the choice, we've said this, we wouldn't be on social media. Like to be honest, we wouldn't even be posting each other. It's like we don't necessarily benefit from this. Yeah. But I think we're both God led in the way that we want to make an impact in the world. And I think that we have a responsibility to bring this to you and show you that it is there and it's possible. And if you're open to love and you want to work on it, it's there for you while you're an entrepreneur, while you're growing your business, while she has her own goals and ambitions as well. It's there. To lead into the first question of the Q&A, we're only going to do like 5 of them, quick Q&A. What non-negotiable values did you have when you were looking for myself? And I'll answer the same back for you.
Yeah. You go first?
Do you want me to go first?
Yeah, go first.
So I said at the very beginning, like I had a non-negotiable that like it has to be a Christian girl. Like I needed someone who feared God, because in this generation, when women need attention, they go to social media. I want my woman to run to Jesus, not run to Instagram. Like that's like was my main thing. And I knew if she believed in him and you could rely on him, that like I'd be safe. Even in our worst moments, you'd run to him and not some other guy or some attention on social media. So that was a core thing for me. And someone who was attractive, obviously, she's, you're seeing this. She's like a 10, 12 out of 10. And obviously gorgeous, and someone who respected themselves on social media, like wasn't posting certain things, and who just would represent me well and is smart and intelligent, who doesn't make me look like an idiot. If I bring her to dinner, she can have the same conversation. So that were non-negotiables I was looking for.
Yeah, and like same for me, also religion was a very big thing. Like I know for myself that I've had this feeling of God being by my side all the time from a very, very young age. And even though I sometimes maybe not even believed it, I knew somehow it was kind of like there, you know? So even now I believe till the last second.
We are going to laugh if the tipping is more or less.
Perfect.
Okay, so, thank you very much.
We will switch on the lights for...
Yeah, thank you very much. Yes,
Perfect, thank you very much.
Sorry, the caption interrupted. But like for me, like even now, I believe till the very last second that I absolutely failed my exams, that I didn't pass and I wouldn't get my degree. And I calculated my grades a little bit, and I genuinely believed till the last moment that I just failed. But I somehow kind of like knew like, okay, but that can't be the truth, kind of, because like he's got my back, you know? And my teacher, my mentor is calling me today and he's like, you pass. And I'm like, oh my God, thank you, Jesus. And so I always knew that he has my back. And so for me, it was very important to have a person that has the same feeling. And I know James has that heavily, even though maybe things go wrong or the other way, he kind of always knows that God has his back. It's a very unique feeling. And I think very few people have that, but I think it's pretty discoverable if you don't have it yet.
Yeah, if you search for it.
Yeah.
I agree. So we'll answer this question from both sides as well. How do you balance business and relationships? I'll answer first and you can
answer that better.
So from my side, handling business and relationship is difficult. It's never going to be easy. There will be times where things cross over. There will be times where you have to give more energy to her on some random days than you want to. But for me, it's all about expectations, right? The number one thing that I've learned is women need clarity on when it's going to end. So it's like, I have these calls and I'll give you attention then. Or I have, it's useless to you to say, oh, I have to work today.
Yeah,
and then it's like, you feel like you're not involved in any way. It's very...
You kind of start feeling neglected as a woman if the man doesn't give you any clarity while he has for his business. So for anyone having a relationship out there with a person, or even if you're a guy that has their own business and you have a girlfriend, please give her clarity on when you work, so she will know that there is actually time for her as well. And there is us time, and it's not only work. It is work most of the time, but there is a small gap for your relationship if you have one. And that's very important to let the other person know. because otherwise we as girls start to be neglected.
Yeah, they're emotional creatures. It's hard work, trust me, at the very beginning. But as long as the expectation is there that they will get certain time at a certain day or certain hour, and the reason that you're doing all of that is for you and them and your future, and they believe in that, and you can paint that vision for them, they will buy into you more than you can imagine. They will be more patient with you as well. So we're still navigating that path because we haven't necessarily got to live together properly yet to know that, but that's what we believe going into it, and that's what we're going to follow. Any updates we'll give you to them. What's something you learned about relationships that you didn't know beforehand?
You taught me how to be patient a lot, because he is so patient with me. I was like, okay, I gotta be patient with him as well. I'm not necessarily a super patient person naturally, but like he was so patient with me and so calm, and like, you know, during an argument or a disagreement or whatsoever, and that really taught me to be patient with him too. His patience to me make me respect him more and makes me want to be more patient towards him.
Something I learned about relationships is that in my life I was always very used to like working with guys, and guys don't need clarity. Guys just like, you can tell them whatever and they like just do whatever. And in my relationship I learned in the last point is that clarity needs to be given. They need to know like when this traveling is going to take place. Why is it taking place? You need to explain things. You need to tell them what's the purpose of it. When is work done? When will we get to go on holidays together? And so they know that they're not being neglected, and that like you are taking them into consideration of your decision making. And that to me is something I didn't give to people beforehand. Like my mother is very, very used to it right now, but like I'd always do things last minute, or I'd call her last second to do something, and everything will be very, very last minute. Whereas
This
now,
was so last minute.
we booked this like
so
2 hours ago.
last
But yeah, that's a bit different. But,
but
so we're spontaneous.
Yeah, we're kind of spontaneous. I kind of like that.
Yeah.
I let him lead most of the time too, with traveling and stuff. Like he has so much more experience in that. So like, I love to kind of fall into that. And what I also learned was that like James gave me new perspectives of life, because I was kind of like scared to do certain things, and I didn't really know how or when or what or why. But whenever I saw people like James running their own company, and like he showed me really what he's doing in person, when you have that is such an eye-opener, because you genuinely, it's not only like a belief in your head, but it's like reality for you, and that opens your world more. And if the guy with the company is a very confident guy and he is secure, that gives you as a woman also a very secure feeling and safe feeling. And it's not necessarily scary to date a guy with a company if the guy is secure and safe and confident within himself and his company.
Yeah.
So that learned me a lot as well. That taught me
I
a
think
lot.
you may need to buckle up and have more confidence within yourself, because Dan Martel talks about this. Your vision needs to be so big that other people's visions can fit inside of that vision too. So if you're scared of the outcome of your business or your agency or your sales business, etc., if you doubt yourself, they will have just doubt constantly, and that will lead to constant arguments. I'm extremely secure in who I am, what the vision is, what the goal is, what the end goal is, and I know what's going to happen. The vehicle can be determined. The vision stays the same, the goals may change in between, right? And so our confidence gives them the feeling that it's going to happen. They don't know how, but they trust. And I think that also is a core thing. Is like, we have certain roles in the relationship that we need to, like, whatever, like she lets me do all the travel stuff because she knows I travel a lot, and she was like, babe, I trust you to book the restaurant, I trust you to, like, she doesn't even want to like try, because she knows, you picked a really good place the one time that you did.
Yeah. The one time you.
Yeah, I trusted to book them too, but she like,
Yeah.
let the other person play to their strengths and know each other's strengths, and allow that person to win sometimes, not sometimes, all the time, in the thing that they need to win at. I'd also say, lose arguments. Dan Martel talks about this also. You don't need to win every argument. There's stuff that you should be willing to just lose to please the other person genuinely. And so like, you don't have to turn every conversation into an argument or to who's right or who's wrong. Sometimes it's better off to just go like, yeah, for sure, and let them do their thing, right? Another thing I also learned is like, I think it's really good for guys to Okay, so as someone who is more experienced in life, it's very easy to say like, or try to protect you from doing everything that I know is wrong from my experience. But what I've learned is sometimes it's actually better to let your hands come off and let you do the thing anyway.
Yeah.
Right? And let you do the thing. You can like, I can give you advice, but not to tell you not to do this thing. Don't do this, don't do this.
An age gap between partners.
Yeah, just like, don't say don't do this, don't do that, don't do that. Say like, I from my experience, it doesn't work out, but you can try it all you want.
Yeah.
And so like, give them the space to want to learn from you instead of forcing them to learn from you is actually something that I learned a lot.
Yeah.
Like, remember the dropshipping stuff at the very beginning? I was like, you're not doing a dropshipping course. You should, to be honest, I think.
Yeah.
Still, I think it's a waste of money.
And I was like, why is he saying that? That kind of also made me feel like he just doesn't want to support me or something.
Yeah,
you know?
which is not true. I just know dropshipping is sort of bullshit. But if she wants to do it, she can do it. And like, she will see that was right. But like, give them the space.
Yeah, that's
give
really
them the
important.
space.
Really
That's actually something I forgot before
Yeah.
this, but I think that's been a huge factor. Like letting you do your thing.
Yeah,
And
that's very true.
letting you do your thing will naturally attract you to ask my opinion
Yeah.
on. Anyway,
I agree.
a question: if my girlfriend doesn't support my vision, should I stay with her?
No? Why would you? Why would you? Generally, why would you stay with a girl that doesn't support your vision? If she doesn't like your vision, then she will like some other guy's vision. Simple as.
And there's two sides to this coin. There's her side, but there's also your ability and make sure the vision is concrete enough, that she has clarity and trust in your vision. Because some of your guys' visions, like there's so much doubt in your actions, so much doubt in your words. That it's not that she doesn't support your vision. She actually doesn't necessarily believe that you will actually persevere to do the thing. She doesn't
because
trust
you don't trust.
Because you don't trust yourself.
Yeah, it's a lot of self-work before a relationship.
Yeah. You gotta trust yourself, you gotta love yourself, you gotta back yourself. Number one thing. She backs herself 100%, I back myself 100%, no matter what we do. And that confidence bleeds into our relationship with the other person. I believe no matter what you do, whether it's fucking the smallest thing like booking a restaurant, or whether it's your business, I believe that you will succeed in it just because of the confidence within yourself to figure out the problem. You know? There we go. Yeah, anything else that you want to discuss?
That's kind of it.
That's kind of it. Let's get a video here. But yeah, guys. We don't have everything perfect, but this is the advice that we can give for you right now. And yeah, like always keep yourself open. Try to stay away from stuff that and places that wouldn't attract the person that you want to become or the person that you want to attract. Like if you can't look for a girlfriend in a nightclub, you just can't. And so like try to remove yourself in situations that would lead you to choosing someone that wouldn't be too healthy for you. So yeah. Also, the other person isn't perfect. They're going to fuck up. They're going to make mistakes. Your willingness to forgive has to be ridiculously high.
Yeah.
You have to forgive fast. They have to want to learn. I have to want to learn.
But there are boundaries.
There are boundaries.
There are lines.
The lines that you should agree to set on and respect. And you will need to sacrifice some things that you believe in. It's going to be worth it. I'm super, super grateful for every single one of you watching this video. I want you to know that I literally come from Longford in Ireland. It's a town in Ireland. Great people, but bad time, right? No opportunities, nothing. And we made it happen. So if I can make it happen, you can make it happen. I promise you. Just get around good people.
That's so true.
This private jet came from one of the partners, the concierge partner that we have in A Players. This jet was ridiculously cheap. This experience was ridiculously cheap because of the exposure of the people that we know. It's all about who you know. The richest of the rich know it's who you know. So get to know better people and you will have a better life. I promise. Amen. Thanks for watching.